Hi, today we're going to look at how to convert a Notion form into a PDF file. So as you can see on the background, I have got a product order form wherein once all the information in this form is filled in and the user clicks on submit, the details will be captured in the responses view in this product order form database. So I have already gone ahead and have created three different responses for this product order form. What I want to do is I want to create a PDF file completely on automation for every response that gets captured on this product order form. So how exactly will this work? For this, we are going to take help of a tool known as PDF Output. PDF Output will help you create the PDF files from your Google document with the help of the Notion database. It will set up the entire automation for you. So once the automation is set up, you can keep on generating PDFs forever once the responses get captured under the responses view. So let us quickly sign in over here and let's understand how this will work. So I'm going to quickly sign in with one of my accounts and then we will proceed further with the remaining demonstration. So once you sign in, it asks you to add the Notion database. After that, we need to add the document and then we can map the fields to generate a PDF file. So first is adding the database. So let me click on add Notion database. And once it is loading up, I will need to copy the database title from here. So this is the database title which I have. So I will just simply copy this database title and I will go back to the particular form selection window and then I will click on next. There are two options which is provided over here. You can either select a template which I have already given beforehand. So this is a demo database which will be added to your Notion workspace which you can use for testing out PDF output. But in this case, we are going to add the database which we already have on a Notion workspace. So I will click on select pages. I will click on select pages at the bottom and then it will allow me to enter the database title inside the search pages window. So simply paste the database title which you have copied and it will automatically showcase the form over here. Click on this and it says it is already added. Okay, so whenever you're going to add any database, make sure you're copying the database title from here and you're going to paste the database title inside this field. This will allow you to quickly add the database correctly. And if you click on this private drop down, you can see all the things that have been added beforehand which will be useful for our use case. So we have just added the product order form, thus it is appearing over here. Do not select the top level pages from here to add the database. That will slow down the entire process and some of the database may not come up in the first attempt. So I will always recommend you add the database through this search pages window by simply copying the database title and putting it inside this field. One more thing before we proceed further, if you are using any relational properties inside the database, so let's say this product order form is connected to multiple databases through the help of relation, always ensure that all the relational databases, whatever is used, are also added inside the search pages so that all the databases are added over here. So the primary database, which is the product order form database, and all the relational databases must be added through the search pages window, and then all the relational and roller properties will be visible. So make sure whenever you're using any relational properties, add those databases in search pages as well, along with the main database over here. Okay. Having cleared this point, let's scroll down and you will find allow access over here. Click on this and now this will give access to the database, that is the product order form, which we can use for the remaining steps. So it is loading up the form over here. If you click on the drop down, you will be able to see the form appearing over here. So let me select this product order form. As I select the product order form and if I scroll down, you will be able to see all the properties of the product order form appear over here. So we have the billing address, city, contact number, country. So everything that we have created as columns over here is appearing one below the other as the property information inside this mapping section view. Okay, but we need to add the Google document which will help us create the PDFs, right? So I will click on add Google document and there are two options. If you already have a Google document on your drive, click on select existing document and then you can simply add the document from this window and it will allow you to create the automation setup. But in this case, I do not have any document. So I'm going to add a demo document for my use case. So I will click on add demo document and it will quickly create me a document which I can use for the automation setup. So if you're using it for the first time, I would recommend you to go with that option, like adding the demo document. So let me remove this part which I do not need. This is a welcome message. And let me remove the placeholders as well. So now I have the entire document ready with all the mappings already done beforehand. Okay, so you can see the billing address is placed inside double curly brackets. City is placed into double curly brackets. So all these values which you see inside double curly brackets, this will be fetched from the corresponding values in the database and the values will be replaced over here through mapping. So as an example, this billing address will be fetched from the billing address column that we have over here. Similarly, city will be fetched from the city column that we have over here, and so on and so forth for all the properties. If you want to create any additional mappings, simply click on copy. It will copy the entire property which you are going to use for this mapping, and you can put it anywhere. So I'm just going to use Control V or Command V, and you can see it created this mapping for me instantly. So when you're editing a document live, you can simply click to copy the value and go back to the document and put it anywhere by using Control V or Command V shortcut on your keyboard. Okay, this is how you can insert the property onto the document through live mapping. But since our mapping is already done, I'm not going to require that. So everything is set up. Now before we start generating the PDF files, I need to ensure one thing. I can define the PDF file name. Okay, so whenever the files will be generated, I want to define the files as per the response column that we have over here. So I can select response from this list, and you can see response is appearing here. Click on this, and now all the files will be named as per the response column that you see over here. Okay, now, before we generate the PDF file, if you scroll to the right side of the database, you will be able to see two additional columns, that is generate PDF and PDF files. So all the PDF files which will be created for every record, it will be stored in the PDF files column over here. Okay, and any record which you mark as ready to generate, it will generate the PDF files only for those specific records. So currently all the three records are set to ready to generate. That means all the three PDF files will be created over here one by one. Okay, so let me go back. Let me click on download PDF, and it starts generating the PDF file right over here. And you will soon be able to see the PDF file pop up over here one after the other, and we will be able to view the entire document. So it has created the very first document. So you can see the response C showing over here. Let me click on this to see the document, what is it and how it has appeared. And you can see the entire document is correctly mapped from the values from the database. So everything that we had placed in the database has been correctly mapped to the particular PDF file, and everything is intact. Okay, so we're not going to miss out on anything. So it simply replaced all the values from the database columns onto the document as per the mapping, and it created the PDF file for us. Similarly, if you go to response A as an example, we will see that all the mappings are again done correctly. Okay, so this is the beauty of using the tool. It maps everything instantly for you. Okay, and all the files are created over here, as well as the files are downloaded onto the downloads folder, which you can check as well. Now the best part of this automation setup is if you go back to the setup page and you click on setup Notion automation, this will create a complete automation wherein you can simply add the records now on. So I can simply add any new records in the database over here, and I can simply map the new record to ready to generate whenever it is ready, and it will instantly create me the PDF files right over here. This will work hands free, and you do not need to come back to PDF output ever again. So once the proper mapping is set up, once the files are generated for the first run, then you can click on setup Notion automation, and henceforth you can simply add the records in the database, and you can set the records to ready to generate, and the PDF files will be created over here in the database itself. So you do not need to go back to PDF output ever again to generate the PDF file. All you need to do is add the records and set it as ready to generate. So whenever a user is submitting through this form and the response gets captured onto the database, you can set up a quick automation for every response to be automatically set as ready to generate, and that will help you create the PDF files right inside this form. Or you can manually just turn it to ready to generate, and it will automatically create the PDF file right over here. So this is all a one-time setup. Once it is correctly set up, you will be able to get all the PDFs right inside the database. That is the beauty of using PDF output, which will help you save a lot of time, and it will create the automation hands-free for you. So I hope this explanation was helpful to you. If you have any questions, just go to the chat bubble at the bottom and send me a message with your queries. I'll be able to assist you on any issues. Or you have this contact section at the bottom of the page. So you can simply go to the contact section, and you can send me any message or issues from here, and I'll be able to take up everything for you. You can also get in touch with me through a free demo, which I'll be able to assist you and help you out. And I will also be adding a template section where you can simply click on the templates and get this particular database, as well as the Google form, Google Doc, which you're going to use for this automation. So as you can see, when we are showing the demo, this was in ready to generate status. It has already been completed since the automation was created, and the document has been created over here as well. Okay. So make sure you're filling in all the fields to generate the PDF files correctly. That's it for the demonstration. I hope everything was